bike, you put weight here, all your weight should be down here. There should be really no pressure that you feel with your arms. Everything should happen down here. You see a lot of riders going into corners where you can just tell they're just real stiff through the corner. You want to be relaxed up here. Everything should be really relaxed. When you leave here today, your legs should be sore, not your arms. You should hurt here. If this is your first track day in a while, it may hurt for 2 or 3 days. It usually hurts worse the second day. So we're going to start from the bottom up. When you have your feet on the pegs, you want your foot to be on the outside of the peg. You don't want your foot all the way against the bike. Anybody tell me why?
You can rotate.
You can't rotate your foot. You can't rotate your foot, your knee can't come out. When people have their feet too close to the bike, they tend to compensate for that by rotating on the bike. So the lower body's off and their head's still in the center of the bike. That's what we call rotating. So you want your foot to be on the outside of the peg, on the ball of your foot. Don't have it at the arch. If it's at the arch, your feet are hanging down. You can't get leverage on the pegs. So as we go up, in a straightaway, your knee is pressed against the bike, both knees against the bike, your head's down, nice and relaxed on the grips. You want your body as close as you can get it to the bike. By doing that, you're letting the bearings work. The wind's going over you. If you lift up, you're just creating a cell. If you lift up, you'll probably drop 3 or 4 miles per hour in a straightaway. So that's something to think about out there. When you approach your braking point, what do? Pop up. Some riders try to set their body position before they actually hit the braking point. While they're in the straightaway, if they're doing a right-hand turn, they will just adjust their lower body over on the seat. If you haven't tried it, it's weird trying to get used to it. It's just something else you're thinking about in the straightaway, but it's one less thing you have to think about while you're braking and downshifting and preparing for the corner. Some riders, when they come out of a right-hand turn, if the next turn is a right-hand turn, they don't even move their lower body back over onto the center of the bike. So your body position just stays set. Your lower body stays set from corner to corner. If you haven't tried it, try it the next time out. Doesn't matter how long the straightaway is. As long as your head is tucked and your entire body is against the bike, where your lower body is doesn't affect the aerodynamics of the bike. So, approaching a right-hand turn, pop up, adjust your lower body over. You don't want to get a full butt cheek off. It's like 3/4 of a butt cheek off. If I know in level 1 they used to teach get a full butt cheek off, but if you take Ty's class, you kind of adjust that. You adjust that when you're working with people there. You don't want to get it. Your lower body really doesn't do anything. This is the heaviest part of your body. So when you're enter your turn-in point, when you bring your upper body down, that's what's going to weigh the inside peg. So a lot of your lower body doesn't come into play. Now you watch, I'll use AMA as an example, the guys on the R6s seem to get off the bike a lot more. Just could be the characteristics of the bike. So play around with your bike to find out what works best for you. I think it's just a case that they don't handle as well as others, right? Or Kawasaki's, or Suzuki's.
Don't worry,
Wait, Honda's so bad they don't even race the AMA. That's what's Right. So your body position set in the straightaway. You're braking. You're downshifting. When you hit your turn-in point, what do you do with your body? Your lower body should already be set. You're sliding off as you lower. So set your lower body, hit your turn-in point, take this elbow, and come down. You want to think, put the chin right here. Pretend like your chin's going to rest on your clip-on. Don't actually try it because that's too far down, but that's the sensation that's stay in your mind that that's what you want to accomplish. Some people say kiss the mirror. Well, your mirror's up here. So if you're in that position, you think, man, I'm really low, but then when you get home and look at the pictures that Blair takes, man, I'm sitting straight up and down. Try to over-exaggerate your upper body in a corner. If you can get it down a little bit lower, get it down. But it also depends on the corner that you're in. Or a slower corner, you really don't want to get down as far as, say, a fast corner. If you look at pictures of Ty going through the rattlesnake at Crescent, his upper body is still up. Yes, I mean, it's down, but it's not all the way down. It's not really aggressive. So it depends on the corner. You have to play with it to find out what works best for you. So you hit your clip on your clip point, your body position's down. What are you doing once you hit your clip point? You're rolling on the throttle. What's the bike going to do once you start rolling on the throttle? It's going to start standing up. It's going to start straightening out. When you feel the bike starting to straighten out, you want to keep your body down. Keep your body down. You will feel the bike standing up, and it's almost like you're pushing the bike up. But you're not pushing it. You're rolling on the throttle, which is standing the bike up. You can also weight this outside peg. That's also going to help stand the bike up. So, hit your clip point, rolling on the throttle, you feel the bike standing up. When you move back to the center of the bike, you can hit your straightaway. So do a left hander. Coming down. Everybody see right here, if you look in front, triangle of Delaney. What you want to see from the front or the back. This foot here, you don't necessarily have to have it on the balls of the outside foot. It doesn't have to be on the balls of your feet. You can have it like this. Helps weight the outside peg coming out. Also provides some bracing during braking if you put it on the arch. You can kind of use that outside foot to help brace during braking. You want to do it on this side? Do it on this side. See, it helps brace during braking. Heavy braking.
Hold you on the bottom.
Yeah. So when you hit the straightaway, do you pop back up, move over, then come back down?
One motion.
One motion. Slide over. You're wide open on the throttle. You just slide back over to the center of the bike. If you lift up, there's a cell working against you. Coming over, bring yourself back down. It's just slide over, get back, or you're staying in top. Anything else?
The only thing that I can add is I see a lot of people, they ride with their arms locked like this. And what that does is it doesn't allow any room for any type of adjustment that you might need to make, whether you're leaned over or straight up and down. And if you're riding with your arms extended and locked, you don't have the ability to really get off the bike as much as you could if you keep your arms bent a little bit. So we always want to keep our arms slightly bent, and then it also takes weight off the clip-ons as well too. So when you guys are out there, if you're out there trying to steer your bike like this, that's a no-no. You want to help steer the bike with your lower body a little bit, and you want to be real loose up here. You don't want to be riding around all stiff on it. Another thing that does for you too is it always leaves something in reserve. So if you have to stand the bike up, you just push your arms straight. If you're leaned over and you push your arms straight, it helps you to stand the bike up as well too. As well as what Thomas said, putting the outside peg in the notch here on your outside helps you stand the bike up, but also straightening your arm out when you're coming out of a turn helps you stand the bike up.